Hey everyone out there, how are you guys doing? This is Quinn, and the topic today is advice for people that are new to the gender variant community, where they would go for information, resources, support, stuff like that. Obviously, I'll recommend YouTube, stating the obvious. Huge support that I've gotten from the trans and gender variant, gender questioning community on here. Just a wonderful resource. If it weren't for that, I would definitely feel alone in the world, and that's not good for anyone going through this hard of a process to feel alone. So you're not alone out there. There is help. There are resources. To start with, you can just Google, FTM, MTF, whatever is your transition of choice, or necessity rather. You could also go to livejournal.com. There's a huge trans and gender variant, genderqueer community on there. I actually made my first trans guy friend on there, and just moved to Tampa, so now we're in the same city. We'll be hanging out a lot more. There's also a cool forum on LiveJournal. If you go to ftm.livejournal.com/tag, it's a wonderful resource. They will answer, well, they won't answer. It's all written. They've already answered a lot of questions. There's a lot of topics there that are wonderful. Anything from, top surgery to, fears about testosterone to how do you know you're trans. I mean, they just have all kinds of great stuff on there. There's another website called TVox. I believe it's T-Vox. I believe it's .org. I'm sorry, I'm recording from my phone. We haven't turned on the Wi-Fi in the new place yet, so I can't put the links below or anything. So I apologize for that. But I will, as soon as I get Wi-Fi, add the links to below this video. There's also the GLAAD website, GLAAD. Their transgender page is more along the lines of educating allies and supporters that, aren't really that familiar with the community. But still, if you're new to the community, you probably need to be educated yourself. I know I did. So that's another good resource. Also, when I was questioning my gender, I found this really cool kind of a workbook online. Well, not quite a whole workbook, but, a page to work through. It'll ask you questions like, if you could wake up tomorrow and be the cisgendered version of your preferred gender or the trans version, which would you pick and why? List 3 reasons why you might or might not be trans. I made a video about that on my personal channel. There's just so many good questions on there that you wouldn't think to ask yourself. And that website is reddit.com, reddit.com, /r/asktransgender. So if you just Google reddit.com and ask transgender, it'll probably pop up. And I believe the section was called Questions to Ponder About Gender, something like that. Again, I'm so sorry I can't put the links down. This is a very important video where the links would be very helpful. But if you have any questions, you can contact me at my personal channel. It's Quinn Within. I'll be happy to get back to you. Also, I just recently went on Wikipedia and read the history of transgendered people throughout time, and it was just amazing. I mean, you feel like you're the only one until you read something like that. I mean, logically, you're not the only one, but emotionally, it definitely sometimes feels very isolating to be transgender in this world and not know a lot of people. So, I read about the first guy who went on testosterone, and there's a story about the first guy who was the first to have bottom surgery and the first to have top surgery, and people, accounts of people in the Middle Ages and stuff like that you wouldn't expect to hear. It's a really great resource, and, I don't know what this world would do if we didn't have internet and Google these days, because it sure would be a lot uglier. I found, a lot of support through those websites and online. And if you need any support personally, I'm always open to chat. Feel free to message me, private message me, comment on the video, find my personal channel and message me. However you'd like to get a hold of me, I'm here. Also, my email, I'll just throw it out there, is quinnwithin, Quinn, within, all one word, @gmail.com. So if you have any questions and you can't reach me for some reason on this channel or my private channel, feel free to contact me through email. And also, just Google local areas. Support groups are great. If you live in a metropolitan area, there should be a few. And if you don't, if you live maybe an hour away or something from a bigger city that you could go to, they usually have support groups in bigger cities. And also, if the thought isn't too daunting, you could start your own support group wherever you are. But again, just know that you're not alone. It's a hard thing to go through, and again, it feels very isolating. At times, you probably feel like, no one knows how I feel. No one knows what I'm going through. Everyone's experience is different, and that's very true. Everyone's experience is different. But, we're all here to support each other, and we all know what it was like in the beginning. I'm just outside of my beginning. So I definitely, can remember it like it was a couple months ago, because it was. So we're all here to help. We all know what it's like to be scared and questioning and confused and feeling alone. So just know that you're not alone. There are resources out there. And I can't wait to help you guys out if you want to contact me. So I will see you next Tuesday. All right, peace.